Hello there, this is going to be a general love reading for all signs. My remote for this ring light wouldn't work, so I just kept pressing it and pressing it and pressing it and pressing it. It wouldn't work. So I don't know if that's already part of the energy that we're going to encounter. I don't know, we'll see. I was just live on Instagram, xi_missy_xi. My cards fell over again in that reading. So if you were watching the reading that I posted yesterday, you saw the cards fall over twice, and apparently there was like a light glitch when it happened, and I didn't know that until you guys pointed it out. So thank you guys for pointing it out. I did go back to watch it, and I was like, oh, I don't know what the hell that was. I tried to recreate it. I tried to recreate it by banging the ground, banging the ring light to see if it would, the table. I tried to recreate it and it didn't happen. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what that was. But I want to just start out the gate with Edgar. You know, we only use Edgar Allan Poe's deck when absolutely necessary. It's rabbit hole every time. But being that it's February, hello February. February Aqua Gang Gang. If your birthday is in February, happy birthday. Mine's is coming up very soon on February 4th. Ooh, you got the Ace of Wands immediately. Now with the Ace of Wands card, you have all of these journals that are open with a pen on top. So what's happening here? You know what it's so, what it feels like to me? It's like, wait, it's got the chills. It's like a gathering. Like people are gonna start to gather to create and write something. I don't know what that's about. There's 4 notebooks, 4 pens. Crazy because I just felt immediately like the 4 elements. That could be symbolic somehow. It's weird too, because when I look at the card, I keep seeing in my head past, present, future, unknown. I keep seeing those 4 words. Past, future, present, unknown. That, I don't know if that's what the 4 journals symbolize. I don't know. But what's weird to me is that they're all on pages that are blank. Something's being rewritten. This could also be time glitchy, timeline jumpy. I don't know. I don't know yet. Again, it's Edgar's deck, so I don't know. 3 of Pentacles. Something is coming up to the surface. Something's coming up. You see how they're pulling this thing up from like a well or like from down below. Something is coming up to the surface. There's going to be like a reveal. And you also have the 5 of Swords, which is this masculine here who's put himself in a pickle. Self-sabotage. It feels to me like there's been a masculine who put himself in a situation that was way worse off than where he was. Like he fucked himself. He chose wrong. King of Cups. Huh. That's what he did. He tried to hold back his feelings. Can see this man's in the corner there and he's in a coffin. That's what's being unearthed, is his feelings. He's being almost forced to look at what he's done. He's being forced to feel it. I feel like it reminds me of Ebenezer Scrooge. How they were like, how you want this to end? How do you want this to end? We're going to show you this is the possibility. If you keep doing this, this is what's going to happen. How do you want this to end? Like they're giving them a choice or an option right now. How do you want this to end? How do you want your story to end? Do you want that to be the one who got away? What do you want? Do you want to put yourself in a fucking position where you think this is what you want? Think this is what it is? They could have dreamt something or saw something Two of Pentacles. See, it's temptation. See how this waiter, he's holding two platters. There's two scarabs, right? One scarab on each platter. One platter you can see right there is a silver platter. The other one is a book. And that guy sitting back there has got almost like this tempting sort of an energy, like, what do you want? What do you want to choose? You want it easy? You want what looks good? You want what glitter? But see, this is the thing. Not all that glitters is gold. That's what's crazy, is I feel like that's what this masculine may have chose. He chose something that may have visually been better to him, or surfacely. Or for some, it didn't have anything to do with surfacely. It had to do with they chose the easy way out. This masculine here might also have been extraordinarily tempted with those things as they all are: money, power, sex. It's like they're tempting them again. They're saying, you want this? You want that? Look at this. Ooh, you want that? Ooh, that's the kind of energy that comes through. So this masculine right now is undergoing extreme amounts of tests. Scarab, Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Oh my God, I just got the chills. First of all, I'm going to show you the Lovers, and you're going to see why I got the chills. This is magnetic pull, right? Now the Lovers, we know, is the card of Gemini. It's a card of basically two people that have magnetic attraction towards each other. It goes beyond logic. It goes beyond reason. I don't know why I feel this connection to you. I don't know why my thoughts are just filled of you. This can also be a person who's dreaming of someone, but really more importantly, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, they cannot get them out of their mind, out of their head. See that? Only in my dreams. I'm hearing Debbie Gibson, only in my dreams. Real as it can be, there without you in my dreams. Someone's feeling lost, and they may have dreamt something. They both want to. See that? They both want to, but neither is putting in that extra step and effort. And the reason the feminine is not doing it is because it's not what she's supposed to do. The feminine is supposed to be open and receptive, and you can clearly see that's exactly what she's doing. She's open, she's receptive. He needs to make that final last move towards her. He's got to lean into it. They're giving this masculine, I'm telling you right now, this might be infuriating for you, but I feel like if they're meant to be your person and they're meant to be a divine masculine, they're giving them this chance right now and saying, look, jig is up, time's up. What the fuck are you gonna do? Because you gotta go through this spiritual death. You have to allow this metamorphosis. And that is the masculine surrendering to basically everything falling apart, the rug getting pulled out from under him, right? Feeling emotional distress and sadness and choosing wrong. And then being shown in front of his face and shoved in his face that he chose wrong. Now the scarab in ancient Egyptian, culture, it represents rebirth. So the Ace of Pentacles is traditionally a card of moving, career change. It could be a card of money coming in. So for some of you, it's those things. But there's a rebirth. It's kind of like, it sounds like, it's so weird that I could hear it. It's like a clock. Tick, 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 tick. Like when I tune into the Ace of Pentacles scarab, it's like a ticking of a clock. It's because time's ticking. You ever see, like, I'm a sports fanatic, I'm a Packers fan. So when it comes, NFL draft, we watch basically every year. You know how and if you've never seen this, is what they do. When it's the next team's turn to make their choice, they'll say, Packers, you're on the clock. Which means now they have only a certain amount of time to make their decision. That's what this is. You're on the clock. You've only got a certain amount of time left. What are you going to choose? What are you going to do? The reason for this is because we are going to be rolling into a new cycle collectively. Now, that doesn't always happen. We individually roll into new cycles, and that's why you'll see some people roll into a new cycle and some other people don't. We don't always have a collective rolling in and out of a cycle. We just don't. Yes, it happens, but it's not like every day. It's not. What's more common is individual cycles closing and ending and renewing and opening up. This is collective on top of personal. And so imagine that's extra pressure for all of us to feel, but especially people that are on the clock. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose? And it's almost like just everybody's just doing this, watching. Nobody here is going to force this masculine. No one here is going to try to convince. No one here is going to try to make him change his mind. They won't. They won't. This is Elf. The color Candy Coated. I just put that on top of my lips. I have, I think it's the Makeup Forever lip liner. And then the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Fair. People always ask me, "We're going to talk about what you're wearing," and I always forget. Oh, he's on the clock. I can just hear it tick, 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 tick. Like the clock is just ticking. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose? How do you want this to end? Okay, here we go. The Hierophant. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck, along with the Lovers, and there's a few others in here that you guys know are my favorites. I love this one because you see how he's going to awaken? The Mummy awakens. The fucker cracks open. Like that. That can also be a wake-up call too, y'all, when the timer goes off. Ding! So what's funny is he might think he's slick and say, you know what? No, I'm going to wait till the time runs out. And the universe goes, okay, cool. See, this is their higher self as well too, like waiting on them. Like, bro, really? Because you got to remember something. The masculines are so deeply anchored and rooted in the 3D. Okay, this is why they rule those things. They're the protectors, they're the providers. They rule the 3D. This is their shit. This is why they're so tempted by money, power, and success. Money, power, success, and sex is what I wanted to say, actually. But it's all of those things. Because that's what they rule. They rule that dimension. We are the protectors and the providers in spiritual, right? In emotions and things of that nature. They are on a different realm. They're the practical. They are the 3D. The Mummy awakens. Some of you are very, very deeply connected to ancient Egypt. As I've talked about this for years and recently again. In the movie The Mummy, when he wakes up, when the mummy wakes up, what the fuck does he say? Where's my wife? It's all he gives a fuck about. Where's my wife? And in the recent readings, we've been talking about this, that an awakening happens within some of them, not all of them. An awakening will happen in some of them when they wake up. It's just, where's my wife? And that's where that like overnight shift in energy happens between you and a particular person. And this person may have been nonchalant, and they may have been withholding of feelings and emotions, and they may have been very stubborn and just unwilling to do anything, to say anything, they refuse to be vulnerable. They refuse to emotionally connect. And now, when they have this awakening within, it's like a floodgate. Because imagine everything they've held back. Everything they've wanted to say, they're now going to say. Everything they felt, they're going to feel. Well, everything that they refuse to feel, they're going to feel. They have tried to bury this feeling. They've tried to cut it off. They've tried to run from it. Why? because it's something they've never felt before. And at a lower vibration, you don't know what to do with it. It's all vibrational, period. And so at a lower vibration, this feeling, which they've never felt before, scares the living fuck out of them, as it would any of us. And they react differently, right? Some of them went cold, some of them ran, some of them acted like fools, some of them, they all did different things, but essentially the same thing. They all tried to run from it. The card itself, the Hierophant, is the card of Taurus. It's also a card of like higher commitment, right? Higher spirituality. But it just, to me, screams right now like an awakening. And it doesn't mean they're fully conscious. Like when you first wake up, you're groggy. You know, your eyes have to adjust. So there's going to be a period of time where they're going to need to adjust to this new vibration and new set of eyes that they're looking through. The Five of Wands. Oh my God. I mean, Five of Wands we know is a card of chaos. It could be a card of like conflict and war and you know, just competition. But what it really is, I mean, if you can see it, look, all of these masculines are tied up and they're being set on fire. They're being tortured. And that's not going to be literal. They're being tortured and being shown like this what they've done. They fucked up. This is what you did. Now she's gone. Now he's gone. Now you've lost them. Now this will be your life. Unless you do something about it. The World card came out, but it was in reverse. Okay? Upright. Look at what it looks like. You have this masculine here that's been on a journey, and he stops dead in his tracks when he sees his destination. And his destination is home. So why has he stopped dead in his tracks? Fear. They see you and they go, oh my God, that's the one. But yet, it's like being frozen. And I'm not making excuses for them because, you know, I would never do that. We don't make excuses for ourselves or for people. So trust me, rest assured, when I say this, I'm not making excuses for them. But it was almost as if they were literally unable to move or do anything. It's almost like a deer in headlights is the energy that I feel. Remember, the world is completion. The world is something's over. In reverse, it means the fucking opposite. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. It's not over. It's never over. You know, it's like the Notebook. It was never over. What you thought was the end is just the beginning. But the end must happen. The end of this connection, the end of the vibration of the masculine, the end of, in general, this whole thing, it just needs to be like, it just needs to be done. And I feel we've talked about this recently, like every fucking day. They have to feel that. They have to feel that they fucked up so bad and they lost you basically forever. And that there's like no chance and no hope. You cannot make somebody want to be with you. You cannot make somebody choose you. They have to do that. And if they're not choosing you, then they're not choosing you. They don't want to walk away. So what happens here for some of you, and only for those of you that this is the one, you're going to walk the fuck away from them and they're going to boomerang right back. Because walking away from them being shown in their face like this, what they've lost and what they've done is what awakens them. It triggers it. Ten of Swords, see the ending. Ten of Swords is ending, but you can see that there is a chimney here. And it looks like there's a woman. And her hand is out like this, and it almost looks like she's about to go do something. It's kind of creepy, very witchy. What this feels like to me, Because we know Ten of Swords is the ending, right? But it feels as if like in the moment of an ending, something is revealed. And we had that here earlier, how something's being unearthed. This could be, and I'm going to say it the way they said it to me. This could be an old message that they send you. And I say old because I think they've tried to send this message or say these words to you in the past and they didn't. So technically it's an old message, but it's not old because it's going to be a new message that either they're going to say to you in person or text you, email you, DM you, whatever. It's like in the drafts. You know what I'm saying? Whether literal or it's been in the drafts because they've wanted to say it before, but they just never did. They keep making me feel this too. Then they're saying it too. He wanted to, he couldn't. And that goes against everything we believe in, right? Our thing is if they wanted to, they would. And now that they're not, fuck them. And it's so perfectly written. It literally needed to happen like this. Because that's why at this vibe, you just can't make it up. Had you guys met at a different time period of your life when you didn't know your worth, you would have stayed. You would have entertained, you would have prolonged, right? You would have said, well, if I can just be with him, I can change him, right? And he would have never changed or awakened. I'm telling you, it's so divinely written like this, that this is where you know your worth and you know what you deserve, because that is key and it is crucial, because you walking away, claiming your worth and saying, listen, I know it's something here. I know, I'm telling you everything in my gut says this is the one, but how can it be? He's doing nothing. And I'm not gonna fucking sit around and wait, because if he wanted to, he would. Okay, so that's where this is where the feminine's coming from, the divine feminine. And she's walking away. What you don't know is that they like actually can't. Because it's made that way. It's almost like the fear is so prominent in them, and all the issues that they never dealt with and didn't deal with is so prominent that it prevents them from literally doing what you want them to do, what they need to do. And the only way that that can happen for them to be able to do that is by you walking away from them. It's like crazy when you think about it. Literally, there are no accidents. The universe is so fucking intricate. There are no accidents. It was exactly written to be like this. And I've got the feeling that they're shell-shocked, they're frozen, they're deer in headlights. Even when they wanted to, something inside of them said no. And is it an unconscious voice within them? The higher self saying, don't do it. Because if you do it, then this keeps prolonging. But if you don't do it, then she's going to walk away. And when she walks away, it's how you're going to fucking wake up. You know, I mean, you just can't make it up. The Seven of Pentacles. This feminine here is the epitome of everything they've always wanted. You know, the song I keep hearing in my head is that old song, I've been waiting for a girl like you. You see how he's just mesmerized by her. He thinks she's the fucking cat's meow. He's like, oh my God. Literally frozen. He's just like this. Mesmerized. You've got this like magic, this aura to you. And it literally puts them in this state of like almost paralyzation. And it's just so crazy because again, them not doing anything and them being sort of deer in headlights and not doing anything, taking any action is exactly what they were supposed to do. Now, that's not for all of you, because for some of you, you keep saying it's this person, but it's not. It's someone that came into your life that's a karmic relationship to teach you a lesson of self-love. They're catalysts. Okay, you got to be able to discern between the difference of what it is. I'm only talking to those of you that this is exactly the way it is. This is how it was meant to be. It was written this way. And this is also that moment of truth for this masculine, how they're saying to him, what do you choose? How do you want this to end? Because it is empowering him, because he is the leader. That's what the masculine does. They are the alphas. They lead physically. They take initiative. They're assertive. This is what they do. That's their test. And it's going to be the biggest test of their fucking life. What are you going to do? He's sitting there. He don't say not one fucking word to her, right? And that's symbolic in all these ways. It's not always going to be literal for you guys. Because for some of you, it's not literally that, but it's the fucking gist of it. They didn't do anything. They didn't initiate a romantic thing with you. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. They didn't initiate. And then when she walks away from him and he's left sitting there alone, then what? Then what? Then he feels the loss of her, and he feels the emptiness inside, and then great changes will come then. The Knight of Wands. That could be a younger fire sign. The Knight of Wands. Look at how angry. That's anger. He becomes angry. Lashes out. He becomes like the Hulk. So this masculine might be feeling all types of emotions. He's got to go through all the emotions. Sadness, anger. So this masculine might become really angry. He's on edge. You know what I mean? Oh, there it is. The Eight of Wands. Crows are coming because the crows are going to announce it. Eight of Wands is a card of possible travel, movement. It could be a card of communication. That was the reading I just did last night. That big fucking communications coming in is going to change everything. Oh, honey, it's going to change everything. And you know what's crazy about that too? It may not even be that deep initially. Like they may just come in and text you and say, hi. Hey. Remember I've channeled that for years. Hi. And you're all like, this motherfucker. All you can say is hi. I feel like they know better too. This is after they awaken and crack open. They're going to test the waters. They have to. Now remember, they've cracked open. This means now they've risen in vibration. This means now they're intuitive as fuck. They're going to be able to feel you more than they could prior. And they got to take your temperature. This is some kind of communication. You can see that this stained glass window has been broken and all of these crows are coming. It's a murder of crows. It's funny, today I saw a murder of crows on a video on TikTok. And I'm in Hawaii. We don't see crows just outside. So when I see crows, it's like that or in the cards. Or in my head, they'll show it to me. Now we're done with this. We're done with this deck. There is a breakthrough in communication here. When they awaken. When they awaken. Oh my God. We're going to do pink potion since I'm wearing pink. Because hello, February. Month of love. Head over heels. Yeah, I fucking bet. Yeah, that's their energy. 100%, 111% as I like to say. That's them. Completely head over heels in love. Romantic. Because I'm telling you, they're going to shift. Everything that they've never said to you, they're going to say. All of the actions that they never took, they're going to, it's going to come out now after the awakening. Alchemy, change. Told you, bottom of the deck's a visitor arrives. Yes, because they're going to come forward. There is, the alchemy is them. They transform and they change, which means this whole dynamic is going to shift and change. The alchemy is, it goes from nothing happening and it possibly being slightly romantic, slightly flirty, or maybe not even that, right? Just depends on each of your situations, where now it's going to change into full fucking throttle love, romance, and everything else that's going to follow after that. Now let's get into your extended. If you want to rent the extended, that link will be in one of the comments below this video. Also follow me on my Missy in Wonderland channel. It's a lifestyle vlog channel. That link will also be in one of the comments below. I have been constantly, I know I keep saying it, but I have a video there that I'm editing that I need to post. Hopefully I can post it tonight. That's the problem with vlog channels, is there's a lot of editing involved and a lot of voiceovers, and you add music and you just do a lot of stuff to it. It's different from this channel. I record, I upload, find a video, find a title, find a thumbnail if I need one, and I'm done. Vlog channels aren't like that. So that's why it takes so long for me to post a video there. It's just the editing part is what gets me. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. I will see you guys in the extended. Love you. Bye.